Hi, I'm Alan Schwab. I work at Mount Vernon High School in Fairfax County. I teach special education science for the last several years. I have taught English and math, but for the last few years I have been teaching geosystems, which is what Fairfax calls earth science everywhere else. The new and exciting thing is that our SOL scores just came back, and 16 of the 25 kids that tested were either passed or eligible for retakes, which does not sound all that great when the normal earth science pass rate in previous years has been 80%, and I personally had about closer to a 90% pass rate last year. But then you have to consider now that Fairfax County, in an attempt to reduce testing, has basically removed anyone who's ever passed a science SOL. So 16 out of 25 kids who have never passed a science SOL in their lives looks a lot better. So I'm pretty happy about that. This actually kind of justifies my decision to take this program, because this year we've been using blended learning almost entirely, and I was wondering how the scores would work. Because last year we mostly used blended learning, but I even expanded it further this year, which is why actually I did the unit that we wanted to talk about real quick. So I actually took my unit 2 from this year, which at the time I hadn't been satisfied with because we really got into the blended learning swing as we went into unit 3 and 4, so unit 2 didn't look quite as good. So I went back and did it again. It's a unit on astronomy. One of the things that's awesome is that Google just changed the stream so that you can turn off the notifications, because all year I was having a problem where students were trying to find assignments in the stream and they couldn't find them because the assignments were here, but also the agendas I posted were here. Every time I posted an assignment, it would go to the stream, but they were opening the wrong thing because the streams are in a different order than I post them in the classroom. So the fact that you can now go to the settings and turn off notifications is fantastic. Now all they see here is the agenda, which is what I want. And then I actually organize things on the classwork page by number. So making it easy for the students to find assignments. Every assignment has a number, like this is unit 2, day 1, and then A and B and C and so on. I did include the instructional video we had to make, the edited video, that was on the HR diagram. We also made use of the interactive image, which I really liked and will probably use more of even outside of this class. Probably one of the coolest things that I included in this unit, which has been spreading like wildfire in the school. It's not something we necessarily learned in the Bowles program, but is worth discussing real quick, is the instructional drag and drop used as a formative assessment. So what we do is we set up something like this is the sorts of this is a sort for galaxies. It's a little bit like a paper sort that you would use, but instead what we have them do is drag and drop different things. So in this particular one we have slides for elliptical galaxy, spiral galaxy, and irregular galaxy, and then we have a whole bunch of pictures there. And so they have to drag the definitions for each type to the correct place, and they also have to drag the type for each place. So if, for example, this is a spiral galaxy, so they would just right click and cut it, and they would go to spiral galaxy and they would paste it. And then what we usually do is we say check in with a teacher when you have completed this sort. We also have one in the water unit for dragging the parts of a river to the correct place. And it allows quick assessment because you can't really fake it. Either you know where everything goes or you don't. And it allows for quick reteaching if you see they put the mouth of the river at the head, or they got the cut bank and the point bar backwards or whatever. So it allows quick reteaching, and it's a good formative assessment. So it stops them along the way. Everybody's working at their own pace typically on a blended learning, so that you don't have everyone asking for assistance at once, but it actually works out really well, and it allows for reteaching. So we found that to be really powerful, and that is something else that we did in this unit, which I thought was pretty neat, and thought it would be worth sharing. But that's the unit. Thanks for watching.